Good morning and welcome, everyone. I'm very excited for our guest this week. Specifically, we're talking to real estate agents, we're talking to realtors, and a revolutionary technology, a platform that could literally help you dominate your market as an agent. And you know, guys, in today's climate, if you will, things are certainly changing rapidly. We've all had to adapt. But one of the things that's not changing is branding yourself as an agent, right? And dominating your market. And you know, when I had my course, one of the things that I taught investors was how to brand yourself as that local area expert. And I think the same applies. I know the same applies when it comes to being a real estate agent, that you really do want to brand yourself as that local area expert. One of the greatest ways that you can do that is having a strong online presence, okay? Social media, website, etc. But unfortunately, there's two things that I've seen over all these years. Number one, most agents don't know what to do. And if they do kind of come across a way to do it, it's extremely expensive. So I'm very excited for our guest today. Please help me welcome Jay. Now, Jay, it's Jasmine, but you go by Jay, right?
Yeah, on Facebook, I'm Jay.
You're Jay. All right, Jay. Well, why don't you tell us, we'll get right into it. I know people are anxious to hear what you have. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you've created and what we're going to talk about today.
Sure. So along with my partner, Larry Vecchio, who's been a realtor for 30 years, he had a vision of a company called Homes In that he launched earlier, maybe in the late 90s, early 2000s. And we recently met a couple of months ago. My background is in digital marketing. I have a digital marketing agency that I work with mortgage loan officers and as well as realtors. So we kind of put both of our heads together and came up with an awesome platform that we can actually help a lot of realtors, especially, and it's funny, we can help those that are just starting out, and this platform will also help those that have been already in business. I realize that when you serve from your heart and you really create a product that sells and gives a lot of value up front, there's no way you can lose in business. So we really are investing our own money into this business, and we want to help a lot of realtors. And number one is the Zillow fees that really prompted me to create this product. So you'll see how easy it is to use, but also how it'll generate business for realtors.
Which is what we're all here for, to learn how to make money. And guys, I want to share something. If you're watching this on a replay, you know, I did say in my email that you can learn how to utilize this at no cost. Now, there is a cost associated, but please stick around to the end, because there's a way that you can get this literally free. Not only free, that you can actually turn this into a profit center outside of your real estate. So definitely stay tuned until the end as Jay can explain that. But I'll let you take over. Go ahead.
No problem. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quick so I can show you. So the name, hold on one second. Okay. The name of the company is Homes In. Homesin.com. We own the overall domain homesin.com. So any URLs that come underneath homesin.com are localized URLs. So our platform is specifically for in-town realtors. What I learned throughout working with real estate agents is every time I ask them, what area do you serve? They would always say, oh, Hudson County, Bergen County, and any state that I speak to realtors, they're always over a ton of counties. Nobody's really dominated a specific town. So this platform really helps realtors dominate a specific town. And it also attracts a lot of lenders because we're getting a lot of leads for realtors. So they create relationships through the lead generation. So let me just walk you through there's two products, right? One of them is a website, an in-town hyper-local site that generates leads, as well as a Facebook in-town business page that just matches the Homes In brand inside of that town. Now, I want to always stress that these sites and your Facebook business page are not sites that come under Jay Lopez, the realtor. These are underneath a larger umbrella, a larger brand. So people are more likely to put in their information to speak with you because they feel that trust factor. That is why Zillow always gets a lot of leads, because people already trust Zillow. They know what they're about. And that's what we hope to do, is to grow across the country and create brand trust, right? So people will put in their information that are looking to sell a house or looking to buy a house. So
just to clarify, let me add something there, and this is really important, and I didn't realize this until we had the webinar last week together. Guys, this is so I live in Newtown, Pennsylvania. So basically my domain and what I would own if I was an agent here is homesinNewtown.com. And it's not, Homes in Newtown by Brian Mayer, the agent, like Jay was saying. So it's literally a portal, if you will, for people that are in the community, considering moving into the community. And so it's because it's generic, but it's specific to the town, but it's not specific to you. That's I think that's a brilliant component of this. Did you think of that?
Yeah. So some people actually that see the product are like, wow, this is like my own little business in a box. So I'm replying myself to all of these people that are inquiring for more information. And I say, yes, you're coming from Homes In. You're not coming from Jasmine Lopez, a realtor at Keller Williams.
Or Remax, or EXP, or whatever, right?
Yeah, whichever one it is. So if you go ahead, so because we own so many domains and subdomains, people always say, oh, is homesin.california.com available? There's different ways we do it. Sometimes people have purchased those domains, so we do localization subdomains. So whichever way the URL works, it always has homesin.com inside of that domain. We tend to rank a little bit higher on Google because of the overall number of domains that we own. We do run Google pay-per-click campaigns for everyone's site on the back end, and that's included in the charge, in the fee. So if you look, but it does depend, the ranking depends on the local area and who is your competition on Google that is running ads. So if you look in Homes in Keyport, which is Keyport, New Jersey, there's a ton of people running ads. And so are we. We're running Google PPC campaigns, but Homes in Keyport tends to land on the first page of Google inside of New Jersey. Now, this is not always going to happen for people, so I don't like to promise that, but it is a great point that we make when we tell realtors that these sites can rank high. So here, this is what the sites look like in town. We have an IDX pull of all our websites, of all the homes. For some reason, it's not pulling up. It might be the computer. I've had bugs on this computer. So these are what the sites look like. They have their home. This is the home page. On this specific home page, we have home buyer and home seller seminars. It's definitely my computer. I've had this yesterday. Home buyer and home seller seminars. And this is what it's like considered bait. If someone clicks on it and books a seminar with you, that's a one-on-one consultation. We have an in-town description of your town that you're in, a video about the town. And here is where the free component comes. You get an option to have preferred partners. The cost of these sites and the Facebook business page to become essentially the digital mayor of one specific town, I always like to stress that, is you can ask 5 of your partners, whether that be the attorney. And if you look at this page, they have the broker, they have here the banker, the attorney, here's an insurance agency, 5 people, 5 company owners that'll pay you $100 a month to advertise on your site. All you need is 5, and I know a lot of realtors work with a network of 5 people. To advertise at $100 a month, these sites and the lead generation and the Facebook business page are now free to whoever partners with us. Now, the cool thing is if you get 10 or 20 or more local partners at $20 or $30 a piece, all that income is also the partners. We are taking none of that advertising cost. The only thing we're keeping for us are like one corner right here that we will use later as corporate advertising space. Other than that, all that income is theirs.
So if a realtor, like you said, just to recap, if they got their broker, they got their lender, title company, home inspector, etc., attorney, whatever, they are advertising on this site, again, specific to the town. It becomes free or possibly a profit center for the agent that owns this domain. Yep. And not only is it just this website, guys, but it also includes a Facebook page. And all this is built and managed by you guys, right? I mean, you're doing all the heavy lifting.
Mm-hmm. We're doing everything. And just so you know, we are updating our sites within the next few weeks. We'll have a whole new look. That's a lot more. It's going to be really pretty. So this is my page. I live in Nutley, New Jersey. So this is what the page looks like. Pulling in all the homes. The MLS pulls in all listings inside of my specific town. So that's what this is about. You can't go to Zillow and see a specific town. You have to type in the information to see it. So once we start branching out nationwide, it's going to be pretty fun. So we also, the homes in Facebook business pages, I want to show you because it's all about creating community. And the more value a realtor brings inside of the community, it's going to be known, right? They're going to get known. They're going to know who is this person, especially if you get out there and you start interviewing the principal, the mayor in town, the superintendent of schools, the local restaurant owner. Now, again, this isn't for everybody. You have to want to level up with these sites. You have to want to use your Facebook business page to your advantage. So here in Keyport, if you notice, they're constantly advertising small businesses in town. They're constantly putting on, you know, their menu of different, they're supporting on Taco Tuesday. And they have over 700 followers in that specific town. So I know a lot of people are thinking, well, Facebook business page, I don't have time, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know how to post. I'm not a social media marketer. Wonderful. That is why I partnered with Homes In and Larry, because I understand that it's not easy for realtors. They're not marketers. They don't do social media. So we have a Homes In Partners Facebook group where I am supporting all the partners who join us on this mission here. And this is where we'll be holding trainings. We will be talking about what you need, talking about the leads that are coming in. How are you calling them? We're doing a training on how to create nice real estate posts, right? And our partners are already saying yes. We have over 50 leads to my site in the last few days. I have 2 buyers with appointments set and more to call. You know, so we're all communicating inside of a group. We're not handing a product over for you to figure it out on your own. The last thing I want to talk, well, the second biggest thing is we run Facebook ad campaigns for buyers and sellers for our partners. So on the back end, you're receiving Facebook leads through your email or into directly your CRM. And we're doing it underneath the umbrella of Homes In. Those leads are coming so fast because it's coming in underneath a different brand. It's not coming in underneath a local brokerage. And I know it's very different from the way I do it with my lenders and my brokers. The leads don't come as fast. And I told Larry, I said, this has to be because it's coming underneath a larger brand, a bigger umbrella of ads, basically. So we are getting the same people that enter their information on Zillow. Why? Because if you're Googling and looking for a house and you head back to Facebook, you're gonna see our campaigns running in that local targeted area. So we're getting, my first in Atlanta, she got a buyer and seller in the first week. Now, really quick, if I go across the top here and you guys can look for yourselves, you're gonna see a Surf Your Town directory. The Surf Your Town directory is basically for your preferred partners that advertise for it with you. They can also be a part of one of our stealth sites, which is a nationwide website for local businesses. Again, as we begin to branch out, this is gonna become more popular. So let's say it's an attorney and they're looking for them in Nutley, that person who's advertising on your site can now join the Surf Your Town directory. And if you need to direct them on how that works, here are our bronze package is free to join, but the silver and gold is what needs to be explained. Of course, I'm not gonna go into detail on this so that people can reach out and we can talk about it, but this is what goes directly to our partners, not to Homes In. Also, back on the site, we have List My Properties. This is pretty cool. This is for FSBOs. It's just because you're an in-community site. So we want people inside of the community that are selling their own homes to feel like they can approach us. And this is what we do. We create a single property site for any FSBO in town. They can just come here and actually register, send us their name. It's $99 for them to, and we'll create the single property website that they can use in their marketing. But what does that do? We notify you someone from your site came in to request a single property site, and that opens up a relationship. They don't sell that house. Eventually, you may get that listing. Also, right over here is rent to own. So it's just an attracted, we attract people who are looking to possibly rent to own. And basically, there's the most like first-time home buyers. So if they're interested in anything, they'll put their information here. That also becomes a lead to the realtor who owns or whoever owns the page. We also own homesinforeclosure.com. If you as a real estate agent have a foreclosure listing, your first listing with us is free. Your second listing is $99 and it'll be listed on homesinforeclosure.com. There's also an opportunity if you partner with us and there's a listing nearby the town that you choose and someone comes to our site and is interested in that listing, that lead becomes yours because we are the owners of homesinforeclosure.com. So as we begin to grow and more of our partners start listing their foreclosures on this site, the more opportunity there is for the partners to get leads for foreclosures. And I believe, okay, so then, and of course, lastly, the community info on all sites, because we're an in-town page, we have the schools, the local weather, and the town page. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole product in a nutshell, as quick as I can.
Yeah, no, that was really quick. And I think that was fantastic. It's funny. We met through a mutual friend, Sean,
Yeah.
and Sean told me, he's like, Brian, have you heard of Homes In? Right, Homes In, like LinkedIn, what are you talking about, right? And he's like, well, exactly. He goes, you haven't heard of it. He goes, this is brand new, and it's rolling out. And he goes, and I know that you know a lot of real estate agents, a lot of realtors, and you are one yourself. He said, I think you ought to really, look into this. And I hopped on a webinar, and guys, this is what I saw. And I knew that there's so many realtors out there. And there is a sense of urgency because once the town is gone, it's gone. I mean,
Yeah.
if you live in Dallas, if you live in a small little town and
Dallas is gone.
Dallas is already gone. There you go, right?
It's only been 3 weeks and we have people coming at us from all over the place looking for towns. Last night, Miami was put on hold.
Okay.
And we only hold it for 24 hours. So this morning I'll be contacting her to purchase Miami. But
right.
You're getting the word out nationwide through your email. So we want people to come as soon as possible to talk to us about this so that they can hold their spot. Because our affiliate sales team is going to be launching next week. And the strategy for them is to find 3 realtors in every town, in every state.
Wow. Okay. Okay. And that's the thing too. And I'm glad you talked about it, is that you're doing the SEO, you're doing the pay-per-click, you're setting up the pages, you're populating the data, you're getting the IDX feed from the MLS. So it's already there. Guys, this is plug and play. This is literally, right? I mean, it's plug and play. And I don't know. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, do you have any competitors that do anything like this? I've never seen.
Not right now. No.
No, not yet. Right. Yeah.
Not in town, like the way we are, just hyper local. And, we really want to stress the importance of being a community, a community page, for instance, like being a partner inside of a town. Mm-hmm. So, we already, I'm in Nutley and I'm managing this page with my team. And we're growing it, and we hope to go out to restaurants and video, and talk to the owners so they get to know who we are in town, because we know that the more relationships you build, you become that go-to person, that go-to realtor. And so I'm not a realtor, but I've partnered with a realtor in town. So any leads that come in, I'll just give to her. I'm more focused on the restaurants because that's my business, is marketing. Right. So yeah, and it's funny because it pretty much works for any business that, has a relationships with people who do business on homes. So roofers, I have a pest control company who partnered with me. Anyone that touches a house, basically, landscapers, so it pretty much works for everybody, to be honest. But we really want to get this out to realtors first, because that's the benefit, are the leads that are coming in through Facebook. We had a buyer, a seller in Atlanta, 2 appointments in the first week in Venice Beach. And I know last night in Tampa, the gentleman said something about a buyer appointment. I'm not sure, but he sent me a message. I think I have a buyer appointment from the first week of leads. So it's the right time to get in, because everybody's retreating because of the, COVID situation. And we've just launched a business during the pandemic.
Wow.
So
well, that's some of the greatest businesses and ventures have always been launched in let's just say perilous times. Yep. So I think your timing's perfect, because one of the things, and I'm still in contact, I am a realtor and I'm in contact with, my wife's a realtor. Obviously, we still do a lot of deals, short sales, as you know. And the one thing is that a lot of people being so, hurt, if you will, financially by this whole shutdown quarantine situation, marketing has become more important than ever, guys. And so if you're stuck at home, literally, getting your name out, branding yourself, branding your town, and owning that piece of virtual real estate, I think it's phenomenal. Yeah. And that's why I was really excited to have you come on, Jay.
Awesome.
I guess if people have specific questions, obviously what I'll do, guys, if you're watching this on my Facebook page, my virtual entrepreneur, I'm going to go ahead and put a link below so you can get more information. You can go ahead and sign up if you want. If you're getting this through email, I'll put it out on YouTube. You're going to have the link so you can get started. But what if they have questions? What if they...
Yeah, if they have questions, we have calls twice a week, primarily. So next week, Monday at 12 p.m. and Wednesday at 12 p.m. I'll be having live Zooms with anyone that has questions. I'll be reviewing the product again for those that are really interested. We have realtors from all over the country. We had 25 realtors on our last call. Mm-hmm. So we hope to be building that. And I'm there to answer any questions, show the product over again. And, you know, hopefully we'll get more partners, more people in our family. We don't just want to create a product and put it out there, have you buy it and walk away. We know there's a lot of people, you know, a lot of products out there for realtors that aren't very supportive of the realtor. And we really want to serve from our heart and help create more business for realtors basically, and lenders, because we have some lenders that have purchased sites already.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be a realtor. What if, here's a question for you.
I have a home inspector who purchased Tampa.
Yeah, I was just going to say, my brother owns a home inspection company. So in his town, I mean, he could own this domain and not even be a realtor per se.
No, you can partner with a realtor. So that's the goal, is create a partnership.
What about an investor? Same?
The investor can do the same. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The only thing is, you know, the investor leads. The leads that come in are mostly buyer seller.
Sure, yeah.
So, you know, I'm not sure unless he's a realtor and he's interested, but
right.
It just depends on what, you know, how they want to create relationships. I mean, now more than ever, I'm not going to any network marketing meetings, you know.
Right.
So this is a way for me to meet people is, hey, I own homes in Nutley. How are you? You know,
right.
No, I'm looking for someone to partner with, you know.
Excellent. Well, Jay, any final closing thoughts?
No, I think it's a great time to start something new, for people to just jump in, even when, you know, you're thinking that fear sets in and you're not sure. It's $497 a month with 5 partners at $100 a piece. Now you have your own lead generating small business that you can count on and close business
at no cost.
Yeah.
Right. And if they get 10, well, now you're making $500 a month. So I mean,
that's right.
It could actually be a profit.
We have people who bought 3. We have people who bought 6.
Yeah.
You know, because they see the value and they want to work it.
Well, I think it's, you know, people always operate from a fear of loss. And I mean, a lot of marketers will use that. Hey, you have 7 seconds left. You go to a webinar and there's the countdown, you know, to get this special price. And it's a tactic which works with humans, right? Human beings, scarcity. But this is real. Like, this is authentically a time-sensitive situation, because when your town is gone, it's gone. So people need to hop on this quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Jay, thank you for joining us today. We like to bring value. I like to do an interview every week with somebody that can bring value. And I certainly did that today. So guys, stay tuned. If you want to learn more, once again, I'll post the upcoming webinars next week that Jay's going to do. If you want to ask questions, get a little bit more of a deeper dive. If you do want to just get started right away and claim your town, I'll put the link below wherever you're watching this. And that being said, guys, stay safe. God bless. And we'll see you next week. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you.